Hey y'all. I don't know why I just said that. Ugh. Hey guys, so welcome to today's video. I hope you guys are super excited because this is a video that I didn't think I would ever do. I didn't really think anyone wanted to see me do like these type of videos, but let me explain. I've recently been in a little bit of a tiny filming slump is what I call it. It's basically when I ran out of ideas and I don't want my content to be super repetitive, because obviously I could always like do a reading vlog or I could do a day in my life, but I just don't want everything to be repetitive. Like obviously there's gonna be reading vlogs and like regular vlogs in between all of these videos. But anyway, I asked you guys over my Instagram what videos you guys wanted to see from me, and you guys gave me so many ideas. And I saw a lot of questions about February TBR / like TBRs for the month, and I never thought about that, like ever to do that, because every month I do a wrap up for the previous month, and I never thought about going hand in hand with what my TBR is for that month, like the books that I am planning on reading, the books that are on my radar. So here's that for you guys. This is like super like kind of a little bit in the middle of the month, but it can't hurt to still put this out there. These are all the books that I'm trying to read in February. I definitely won't read all of these, but these are just the books that are like the most on my radar, so these will probably trickle over to March too. We have a fat stack right here, so let's get into them. My mandatory matcha, I've only been getting one of these a week because I think it's called like a little miss breakouts right here, but I've only been getting one and I feel like my skin has been clearing up, so it's a bright side of giving up this wonderful drink, but I got one today. I think the first thing is books that are on my Kindle that I have on my radar for this month. So we're kind of going through a little bit of my most anticipated Kindle Unlimited. Definitely the like books that I am most anticipating on my TBR for my Kindle is it the Maddest series, where it's like The Sweetest Obsession, is it the Maddest Oblivion, the Maddest Obsession, and The Darkest Temptation. Those are like the three that are out right now. I'm pretty sure the fourth one's coming out this year, but I've seen it for months and it's been on my Kindle Unlimited since like December. I just haven't gotten around to it because I definitely want to read all three books like at once. But I just haven't gotten around to it. But I've recently been seeing it all over my book talk, so it's kind of like climbing at my TBR because I've been seeing people like do static videos and like quotes and scenes, and it's just like it's looking a little appetizing. Marriage for One and All Roads Lead Here. Oh, I really want to read those books, like really. But I kind of here's the thing. All of Mariana Zapata's, I think all of Mariana Zapata's books are on Kindle Unlimited, so I definitely think from now on I'm going to like read them on Kindle Unlimited first and then buy the physical copies. But then again, I do want to buy the physical copies and then tab them if I like them, and I don't want to reread them. I don't know, I'm a little conflicted, but I do have All Roads Lead Here. Definitely was in my cart. I really want to do it, but those are all the Kindle books. So let's get into my physical TBR of the ever-growing physical TBR book cart. But if I get through a lot of these this month, I will have a lot of space cleared up. So I am on a book buying ban. I cannot buy any more books until only my top shelf can be filled. First, I want to continue the Addicted Calloway Sister series. So basically the only two that I have for this month is Kiss the Sky and Hot House Flower. I'm trying to go slow with this series. One, because I don't want to just like do reading wrap-ups and only have like this series for you guys. And I do spoiler vlogs for the series just because I feel like so many people have read it and so many people want to see my reactions. So I do spoiler vlogs for those. But I've been kind of trying to go slow. One, I want to enjoy the series. Two, I just want to have actual selections for you guys, like to a wide range, you know? But I am interested in reading this. This one is Rose's book, this one's Daisy's book. So getting into the Calloway sisters. These are the only two I have like that I really want to read this month. If I read more, great. If I don't, that's okay. Staying in the series realm, I think we're gonna be the series realm for a little bit. But I want to finish the Off-Campus series. Literally my like most recent reads are the other two books in this series, well, or the second and third book, but I only have The Goal and The Legacy left. I'll save my thoughts for my reading wrap up, but there's a reason that I'm taking a break from this series currently. Next I have Shatter Me. This is a pretty big series and I only have the first book because one, every time I get a Barnes & Noble they never have the rest of I mean, they never have the first book. They always have the novellas, the rest of the series, and they never have the first book. And I got it for 20% off at Target. So I've seen a lot of quotes and stuff about, is it about, what's his name? The love interest in this book. I don't know the love interest in this book, but I've seen a lot of stuff, and I was loving the quotes and little snippets I've seen. So I'm super excited to read this. I really want to dive into this. I don't know what this falls under. Is it like dystopian, fantasy? I don't know, but I'm really excited to read these books. Still staying in the series realm, I really want to start the Inheritance games. I have the physical copy of the Hawthorne Legacy, but I just really want to like get to this one. You know, before I focus on that, I really want to get to this one. This was about to be my current read. This was about to be my current read. It was between this and my current read, which I will show you guys, but I ended up picking up that one because it's just something that like has not been on my physical TBR for long at all. I literally like just got it not even that long ago, like at all, probably like a week or two ago. Definitely a week ago. Yeah, it was definitely last week. And I don't know, like the storyline really got my attention. I really want to read it, but I definitely think that this will be like one of the next books that I pick up. So I definitely think this will be a book that I read this month. Next, I really want to read The Fine Print. I've had this on my TBR. Well, I got it for Christmas. So it's not like it's been like a super long time. I didn't even get it on Christmas. I literally got it like at the beginning of January. So it's not like it's been on my TBR cart for a super long time, but it's just like a book that I wanted to read for like months. So why have you not read it yet? Like old me, like me a few months ago would literally probably only buy like maybe 3 books at a time, and I would read those and then I would go buy more books. But like how many books I have, it's insane. Like it's insane because usually I would have bought this, read it already, and moved on. I don't know. And then I wanted to throw in a few fun books in there. So Dial A for Aunties. I heard that this is like a super, super amazing and fun book. And I'm sorry, but literally she like accidentally kills her blind date and calls her aunties to like help her. And it's like there's like a wedding. It's kind of like a rom-com. It just has everything that I would love. And I've heard amazing things about this. So I am super excited to read this month. That is one that I definitely want to get to. This is my current read. This is One True Loves by Jenkins Reid. I'm only about 50 pages in. I'm pretty sure I'm like 17% through the book right now. The writing is a little bit different. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but she talks about like, it's a lot of like, I said this, I said that, I said this, I did, like she's kind of describing a lot of her actions. How the people that are really into literary stuff tell me what I'm talking about, the POV of this book. It's just interesting writing wise. And then we have How to Marry Keanu Reeves in 90 Days. This was a book of the month pick, I think in like, was it November or something like that? And it recently came out at Barnes & Noble and I had a gift card. But I really want to read it. It just seems super fun, super cute. And from what I understand, so when I first read it, I never read the synopsis. I thought it was literally her trying to go marry Keanu Reeves, but it's not. I mean, it kind of is. Is it actually Keanu Reeves? So like, is this kind of like a Keanu Reeves fanfic? But Keanu Reeves is, because the top says, Dear Keanu, you don't know me, but I'm about to ruin your wedding. So is this really about Keanu Reeves? She is going to go like crash Keanu Reeves' wedding, and she convinces her best friend to come with her, but he has, yeah, it is about Keanu Reeves because this is an elusive actor all over the country, but he has a crush on Lou. So it's kind of like he is in love with her, but she doesn't know, from what I understand. I don't know. The very last book on my TBR, which we don't even know, like I could do these and then like books I didn't even mention I could read, but maybe in another life. I also heard about this. Honestly, these 2 books were definitely inspired by Larry Reed's What I Read in January, because she read both of these books in January and I had seen them, but I honestly probably was never going to pick them up. Like, I'm just being honest. But she talked about this one and I just like love the storyline of this. One True Loves is basically about this girl and you are following her POV. It kind of goes like back and forth. I'm kind of in the like back right now, like the backstory. She is engaged to this guy and you find out that she's a widow basically. Was she married? or was she just engaged to the other guy? She's either married or just engaged to him. And he basically got into a helicopter accident and died. And then one day she's at dinner with her fiance and her parents, and she gets a call from said dead husband, who is actually not dead, and he's coming back home. And spoiler, if you've never watched Castaway, which if you haven't watched Castaway, I don't know how you have not. It's literally like however many years old, but I'm about to spoil it for you. So if you want to watch Castaway and don't want to get spoiled, then like skip ahead, I don't know. But in Castaway, one of the things that like made the movie good for me is that literally he gets into an airplane accident and his wife, like he proposes to his wife, gets into an airplane accident and is gone for years. Everyone thinks he's dead. And he shows back up and she's remarried with a kid, and they don't end up together in the end because it's like obviously I was in love with you, but like, you know, like I moved on, I thought you were dead, and I still love you, but like this is like too much for me, which did break my little achy breaky heart, I'm gonna be honest. But like I want to see how this book does it, because imagine literally already going through like a helicopter crash and not being able to come home for years, and then you come home to like the one person that you want to come home to, and she's like married, like, but then again she has to move on, you know, it's, I don't know. Anyway, then we have Maybe in Another Life. Something that I love about Taylor Jenkins Reid is just her storylines are like so diverse, and just it's like a different type of book. So in this one, Hannah is the main character. So basically her life's kind of in a limbo. She's kind of like, you know, main character probs, you know, what do I do? What's going on in my life? You know, kind of the typical main character. She goes out with her friend one night and she runs into her high school love of her life boyfriend that she hasn't seen in years. So the book takes two completely different paths. One where she goes home with her best friend, and one where she goes home with her ex-boyfriend love of her life. So although Larissa did say from Larry Reads that this is kind of like open-ended, and that's kind of how The Midnight Library ends, and I hated that. I hated it. So I already know I'm probably not going to be satisfied with this ending, because I like for you to tell me what happens, okay? I don't want to guess. I like for you to tell me. So like with The Midnight Library, spoiler, if you have not read The Midnight Library, please skip to timestamp below. But like I was so happy when she goes and she like meets the doctor dude that like you had already seen earlier in the story, and they have this kid and they have these dogs, and she has like the perfect life that she's always wanted. And then it's just like it's not fitting, so she gets thrown back. But then like everything kind of starts falling into place like to go with that storyline, but then it kind of ends without you knowing for sure if like that's how her life goes. I hated that. I wanted to see her get with him, because seeing their relationship and stuff, I was just like, this is perfect. With that being said, I just want to tell you guys, I saw a video the other day of Colleen Hoover, and I'm talking about Verity. So if you have not read Verity, then skip this whole entire thing, because this is like a whole entire spoiler. But Colleen basically said she is also team manuscript because she believes that Verity is evil. So she basically confirmed that the manuscript was real and that Verity is evil. Are Jeremy and what's the girl's main character's name? Lowen? Are they a little screwed up in the head? Yeah, but like team manuscript for the win. Anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up down below. Go ahead and comment down below what what books you guys are reading this month. I love hearing your guys' recommendations. It really influences a lot of you guys draining my wallet. So thanks, and also excuse you for that. I don't know, but anyway, that's about it. I will see you guys when I see ya. Peace.